There we have 4 confirmed characters for Spire 2. We have the Ironclad and the Silent returning from Slay the Spire 1. And then, of course, we all knew about the Necrobinder coming in new this game. And then the big reveal, no defect, but this looks like it could be some kind of similarity to it. We've got the shapes that we saw through the robotic figures from Slay the Spire 1. It looks like we might be summoning some kind of orb here. But what could it be? Caw is right. Mega Crit gave us an early Christmas present this year by giving us a new Slay the Spire 2 trailer at last night's Game Awards. Now, everything I'm going to go through, this is all highly speculative. Things we see here may or may not end up in the official release. I just wanted to share it all with you. So sit back, grab some coffee, and let's take a look at the new trailer.
On the floor lies a tome covered in blood, titled Top Ways to Conquer the Spire. You find this manuscript highly suspicious because it's covered in blood. You read the book, covering your hands in blood.
So we get a look at 3 new Ironclad cards here. We've got Bully, which is going to deal 4 damage, and it's going to deal additional damage for vulnerable stacks on the enemy. So this is a mechanic we haven't seen yet, where we're stacking vulnerable, and that is actually doing more damage based on what we have. We have Aggression, which says at the start of your turn, put a random attack from your discard pile to your hand and upgrade it. Now this looks like it could be a really cool rare card. It's going to play along with things like armaments or whatever. We also have Cinder, which is going to deal 15 damage and exhaust the top 2 cards in your draw pile. Here we've got a look at the Necrobinder. We're going to see, it looks like he summons a fist minion to fight alongside him. We've got a few cards we can see, Cleanse and Scourge. Unfortunately, they did not include what these actually are going to do, but it looks like he is, of course, going to have the base Strike and Defend. Here we do get to see one of the cards called Scourge. We're going to have a Doom effect. Now, I don't think we're going to see what Doom does for a while yet, but we're looking at probably a campfire scene here, so you're still going to be able to upgrade your cards at those rest sites. And then we get a quick flash here of our loot screens, which are looking pretty similar. We've still got our Bag of Preparation, which is an excellent relic. And then we're going to see a few more here. So we see Reptile Trinket is going to be a new relic. And we are going to go back just a few frames here, and we see Dragon Fruit as well. I'm guessing this is going to be similar to our Mango and Pear in the fact that it might give you some additional max hit points, but who knows? Just saw there a nice multi-attack from our hand minion. And we've got some... looks like the UI is going to actually be pretty similar here. We've got our buffs stacked underneath us. Couple more cards we get to see. We've got Blood for Blood and Anger returning from the base game, and we've also got Breakthrough, which is going to deal 1 hit point to us and 10 damage to all enemies. Looks like it'll be a nice Ironclad AoE self-damage attack.
Oh.
Then we're actually going to get to see a few more here. We have Unrelenting, which is going to deal 12 damage and make your next attack cost 0. So we're pulling some of those stats in from the current Watcher build. Thunderclap is a card that's already in Spire 1. We've got Blood Wall, another card that's going to deal self-damage to do some pretty significant blocking. We've got Tremble, which is going to apply Vulnerable, and of course this will stack with those cards we saw earlier. And then we get a new mechanic called Plating. Now, I don't know if this is going to be like your plated armor, or if they've just renamed it, or what have you, but then we're also going to lose Dexterity for that. Panic Button and Secret Weapon are coming back into the game, as well as Dolly's Mirror and the pillow. But we've also got a new relic, some nice chain-looking pants, and this could be a ghost in a jar, or it could be a new look at a potion as well. If it is ghost in a jar, that means it's going to be playable across characters instead of only for the silent. Lots of cards we can see here. Friendship, whenever you play a soul, summon 3. Going to be a Necrobinder power. Got a nice little friendship bracelet here. And it looks like the cards are going to have the same kind of layout as we have in Spire 1. We have Negative Pulse here. It's going to gain 7 block and apply 4 Doom to all enemies. So I'm guessing that might be something like Poison or something else that we currently already see. And we have Plague Carrier. Whenever Osti, I'm guessing, is the name of our little friend there, we're going to apply 5 Doom to the enemy every time he attacks. We have more cards to see here. Drain Power is going to deal 6 damage, and it's going to upgrade a card in our hand for the rest of combat. That sounds nice. We have Grave Warden, gaining 6 block and adding 1 soul into our hand. So I'm guessing the soul is going to be another type of card we have. And then Summon 10, gain 5 block. Still not sure what this summon mechanic is going to do, but it is there as well. I think we had one more look at some cards. Yes, we have a rare card for the Necrobinder, Oblivion, double the enemy's Doom and Exhaust. Then we have Swipe, which is going to deal damage to all enemies, and then if they have Doom, deal another 8 damage. So maybe this is a better take on the current Mark that is a Watcher capability. And then we're going to deal damage and apply Vulnerable as well with Death's Visage. Going back here, we saw some new animations and some new effects from our silent cards here. We get a new rare called Fan of Knives, which is going to make our shivs do AoE damage, which is really cool. We've got some more cards down here that we unfortunately don't know what they're going to do. We got a new colorless card called Production. We've got Blade of Something here. And we have Pounce. We saw one card here for the Ironclad as well. A new power called Hellraiser. Whenever you draw a card containing Strike, it is played against a random enemy. So more play on like the Perfected Strike kind of build going on there. Looks like we might have a curse. No, this is not a curse. This is a borderless card. I wonder if this is a special kind of card that's been created or something going on here for PAX End. There's that Doom effect. then they did the big tease. But yeah, still not coming until next year. So I want to go back and look at just a few other things here before we finish off. There was that Doom effect. Looks like we are going to end up actually stacking quite a bit of it. This looks like it's probably growing up like the poison count. We're going to apply Doom with attacks instead of skills, it looks like, though. We just get a few looks at some enemies and some of the animations. I think the art style is kind of growing on me. I wasn't so sure about it when things were first announced, but it looks like especially the enemy and character designs are pretty cool. There's some cool elements or some cool animations we saw going through here as well. And we're gonna have like full screen effects. The enemies aren't going to just stay in place, which is also pretty cool. That's gonna do it for today. Start some hype down in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the trailer. Did I miss anything obvious that maybe we should go back and look at again? Write your caw down in the comments section as well, and I'll see you all soon.